Hi, this is Kevin Dewell, founder and principal of Future Stewards, a progressive promotional agency. I am passionate about the future. I am passionate about creating a future worth living in. And let me tell you something, one of the key facets of that is economic reform. What do I mean by that? Well, right now we have an economic system that's based on growth. Growth is required for our economic system to work. Here's the problem. Economic systems are inexorably tied to natural resources, and that can't grow forever. We have a limited number of natural resources, a limited amount of natural resources, and we're starting to bump up on the limits of growth. We have been for some time. I would like to suggest that you do some research on this if you don't believe me, or if you're curious. There's a lot of good information out there. One great group to check out is the Center for the Advancement of a Steady State Economy, CASSE for short, CASSE.org. There you're going to find lots of great information about economic theory. Okay, maybe you're not interested in economic theory, but in economic models that are based on a steady state economy rather than a growth economy. What does that mean? Well, imagine a forest. Imagine a forest that has grown for centuries. There are forests in this world that are 1,000 years old. They call them climax old growth forests. Now, a climax old growth forest is still growing in a sense, but only locally. Overall, it's steady state. Sure, a given tree may die and fall, opening up new areas for growth for other species, but the average overall trend is a steady state. We could do the same thing for our economic system. What would that provide? Well, we could eliminate the boom and bust cycle that we are so accustomed to these days, where economic growth hits a skyrocketing point. People are making money left and right, the market's going crazy, and then crash. And you may have noticed these things are happening faster. And I believe I know why. I believe lots of people know why. There are many experts that say we're hitting the limits of economic growth. We're hitting the limits of what our world can sustain. Now, we can argue about that, we can have political debates about that, or we can just accept the facts. And the facts are there are limits to growth. There's limits to everything. And if you think about it, perpetual growth, exponential growth forever simply doesn't make any sense. Imagine if my body did that. I don't want to think about that. There is one thing in your body, in a biological sense, that believes in inexorable exponential growth, and that's cancer. No one wants cancer. I don't want an economic system that's analogous to cancer. So let's reform our economy. Let's rework it so it's a steady state economy, so that we can live forever in that economy, so we can last in that economy, that it can support us for the long term. That's my position. I think it's a worthy one. If you're interested in that, go check out CASSE, CASSE.org. Furthermore, check us out, futurestewards.com. Call us at 503-305-4020. Thank you. Have a great one.